two with another throwdown. Ariel with a three, yes! Ariel Ward knocks it down at the buzzer!
Shot on net, in for Alyssa Valboni! East Long Meadows, your Western Mass champions!
Intercepts the pass. And throws it down!
The Russian quarterback is going to be intercepted all the way for an East Long Meadows touchdown! Kylie kick into the goal!
Welcome to another edition of In the Studio. I'm your host, Tom Cronin, and just to remind all of our viewers, we will be here every Wednesday night at 7 o'clock here on ELHS Channel 5. Tonight, I'm joined by two current EL seniors on the football team, Ethan Young and BENNIE Wright. Guys, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thanks for having us, Tom.
Thanks for having us. We love to be here.
All right, guys, let's start off the interview with the 2012 season, and you guys were both juniors on that team. And BENNIE, what were your thoughts coming into the 2012 season?
We had a lot of returning seniors, and we thought we were going to have a great season, go to the playoffs, but a lot of injuries kind of marked us down, but yeah.
We did have a lot of seniors last year, and we were all very confident in our team, but things just didn't work out. We had a 5-5 season. It wasn't our best work, but it gave us a lot of motivation for this year.
All right, speaking of the 5-5 season, how did that personally affect you guys as two juniors on the team?
Well, there are a few games in that 5-5 season that really affected me, especially Central. I had a big part in that loss, and it gives us a little bit of personal motivation, a little more drive to do better this year in the 2013 season.
Right, like he said, it gives us a lot of motivation going into this season, and there's a couple games that we did lose that we felt we should have won, and we're going to go out there this year and beat them.
The first game of the season, you guys lost 49-6 to Foxborough. Did that affect your mind more in a heartbreaking way or more in a motivating way?
I feel like it being the first game, they really killed us, and we kind of hoped to bounce back, and we could never really get off on the right track. So we're hoping that this year we can go out and get out on the right track against South Hadley.
I personally took it more as a motivational factor. We came out into the season a little cocky. We thought we had all the seniors we needed and all the talent we had to run the season and win a lot of games, but didn't turn out that way. We had a big loss, and it definitely motivated us to be less cocky and work harder.
What was it like playing with the 5 senior captains who were George Blake, Sam Blake, Nick Vardadakis, Danny McGill, and Bubba Fisk?
It definitely added a little more funny factor to it. It lifted our spirits when we had tough losses. George and Sam definitely. They're really funny. They're great at motivating, and Danny and Bubba and all of them, they worked very hard, and it was fun following in their footsteps.
Yeah, all 5 captains, they were balanced evenly. They always kept our spirits high, and they played great on the field, and they were good to us off the field, and couldn't ask for a better 5 captains last year.
Now, as two upcoming seniors for this 2013 season, how have they helped you and shaped you to lead this current team?
We got Bordeaux, Devin Kennedy, Brendan Logan, Tom McKay, Ethan, and Tanner Fazzino, and we've been playing with each other since 3rd grade, basically, and they're like brothers to us, so we're just hoping that we can all build a team together perfectly around them.
Our whole team this year is definitely a big family. We've been together for a very long time, and they really are our second family. And we treat them like that, and this year's definitely going to be a lot more fun because the people we play with.
And during the 2012 season, what were your favorite moments?
My favorite moment last year, although we lost, was definitely the Long Meadow game. It was definitely the most competitive game I've ever played in, and it was very honorable for me to be a part of that defense and hold them to the last minute and a half of that game, that 7-3 loss. You can't win every game, but it's definitely going to make me want this year a lot more.
My favorite game was definitely the Westfield game. We beat them 49-6, and it was just showed how good of a team we had become throughout the season, and we beat them down perfectly.
Now, during that Long Meadow game, BENNIE, you were more on the defensive side in that game. Mm-hmm. What was the problems with the defense, even though you guys only gave up 1 touchdown?
I'd say their inside running game. They have Austin Sierra, and he's just a big running back, and he did a great job. And on the sweeps, they just had it. But our defense played great the whole game, and it was just with a minute 32 for them to score was awful.
And Ethan, on the offensive side, you guys only got a field goal. What were the problems on the offensive side?
I mean, Long Meadow defense that had a lot of big players. Came up with a lot of big plays, just big stops, and we just couldn't really get it done. We didn't have too many long balls in the air, and we didn't have too many running yards. But I mean, they got a big defense, and to switch the side of the ball on the defensive side, we gave up way too many fourth down conversions on that last drive, which really killed us. They got that last score, and that's how we lost the game. So.
All right, that's going to do it for this part of In the Studio. But coming up next, we're going to talk about the 2013 season right after a quick message from our sponsors.
In the Studio is brought to you in part by The Pizza Shop, home of the legendary dough, Shaker Road in East Longmeadow. Also by Let's Yo, a yogurt experience, North Main Street, East Longmeadow. And you can follow LCAT Sports on Twitter with our handle at LCAT Sports.
Welcome back to In the Studio, everyone. As we now look ahead to the 2013 season, guys, the season starts off with South Hadley. And Ethan, what is the offensive game plan and mindset going in against the Tigers?
Well, Coach Mauer's got a lot of running and passing game this year. Last year wasn't as mixed up, and we're gonna have a better share of each one this year. And we're gonna have a great running game. We got a lot of depth in the backfield this year, and we also have Devin Kennedy as our quarterback. He's got a big arm, and I know we can get it done on the offensive side of the ball.
And Benny on the defensive side.
On the defensive side, we're going to have a great rush off the corners, off the edge at our D-line. We have a lot of speed, and we have a lot of big hitters out there. So our job is going to be able to stop the run, stop the pass, and shut them down.
Now, you guys just came back from your preseason football camp in Watito and Beckett, Mass. What happened there? What kind of training did you guys do there?
Oh, we got there, was it Wednesday night?
Yep.
Got there Wednesday night. Immediately went for a run, and then that didn't go too well, so we started doing some workouts, and then we woke up at 6 in the morning for another workout and running, and it just consisted of 2-a-days and more conditioning, so it was kind of rough.
We had a nice alarm at 6 a.m., a big horn in everybody's cabin. Had to be out 5 minutes later for a nice run, and we had 2 practices a day, 2 conditionings per day. And we also had a scrimmage with Central and a 7-on-7 scrimmage with Central. And that definitely helped us out a lot, showed us our weak spots so far. And we have some great progress we're going to make this year.
So is it just you and Central that go there, or what other schools go to this camp as well?
It was just us and Central at this camp. And I think that's actually the best way to do it, because last year we had a pretty good rivalry game with them last year. And it motivated our team a lot this year to work hard and show Central that we are a team to be reckoned with.
And so this upcoming week, as we approach the first day of school, and next week, you guys have some time to prepare. What does the offensive side need to do before September 6th?
We just need to straighten all the errors we got on the plays, and we still are installing some new plays, but we just got to get them down, run them right, and work hard.
And the defensive side?
We're just going to have to be able to get a lot of pressure on the quarterback and a lot of pressure from the outside on the running backs, because South Hadley's a team that likes to run the sweep a lot, and we're going to just have to have our corners and linebackers fill gaps and make stops.
There's a lot of new faces and new places here on the East Longmeadow side. Can you explain to me what Coach Raymond has done on the defensive side of the ball to get you guys mentally and physically prepared for the games?
Coach Raymond, along with Coach Mauer and Baker, they just have us. We're just getting excited. I don't really know.
On the offensive side, you touched on all the running backs. You know, you, Tanny Frazino, Mikey Magipinto, and others, and also the new quarterback who we were just talking about in the break can throw it 65 yards. What does the offensive side need to do with the losses of Danny McGuill and Sam Blake, which the offense really revolved around last year?
Well, I think our team is 100% confident in the people we have, in the spots we have. Devin Kennedy, I know I've played with him my entire life, and I have all the faith in the world in him. We got Bordeaux and Tanner out there starting as wings, Nick Shea and Tommy Kay at fullback, and I think we're just going to be an offensive powerhouse this year.
Now, James Griffin is filling in for Bubba Fisk at the center position. How big is that role going to be for the junior?
Bubba Fisk was a big boy. He could take on a double team like no problem. He could work through it and still make tackles. But James Griffin, he's a big kid, and I know he'll work hard this year and get things done.
And Benny, what are your expectations for the 2013 season?
I feel that anything less than a Western Mass championship is going to be a disappointment to us. We feel like we're one of the better teams in Western Mass this year, and every game is going to be competitive, but we feel like we're one of the best teams out there.
And Ethan?
I think this year's going to be great. I was looking at our schedule the other day, and there's just going to be a few close games, especially against Central, Long Meadow. I don't know how Putnam's looking this year, but that's always a tough game. But I know we're going to work hard, and we're going to get things done and hopefully have a great winning season and then bring home a title.
All right, let's keep it here with the schedule. What games are you most looking forward to in this upcoming season?
For me personally, Central and Long Meadow are the two biggest games for me. I have pretty much a personal vendetta against Central, and I know our team really doesn't like them too much on the field. And I know we're gonna try to beat them, Long Meadow, and we're just gonna try to shove it in their face and have a big win.
Does that rivalry with Central come from Watito or just from the field?
It comes from the field and from Watito. It's a little bit of both. It's their personalities and everything, and it just doesn't converge with us too well.
And Benny, your favorite
I'm looking forward to the Minichog game. He has the personal vendetta with Central. Mine's with Minichog. Every game with them's competitive, and Westside, I'd say. That's our senior night game this year, and it's gonna be our last time playing under the lights on Friday nights. So
let's keep it there with that too. Let's touch on that. What is it like knowing this is your final season here at East Long Meadow?
It's rough. I've been playing football since 2nd grade and with East Long Meadow since 3rd grade, and just with the guys who we've grown up with, it's like a family. So it's gonna be hard to leave them.
This is my 10th year playing, and it personally hasn't hit me yet that it's my last year playing, and I really hope it doesn't hit me yet or at all, because it's gonna be really sad. This game is pretty much my life, and it's gonna be sad to see it end. So hopefully, maybe in college, an opportunity presents itself, and I can keep playing. That'd be awesome.
It should be a fun season. Coming up after the break, Ethan and Benny will talk about their plans after high school.
In the Studio is brought to you in part by The Pizza Shop, home of the legendary dough, Shaker Road in East Long Meadow. Also by Let's Yo, a yogurt experience, North Main Street, East Long Meadow. And you can follow LCAT Sports on Twitter with our handle at LCAT Sports.
Thanks again for tuning in to In the Studio. I'm joined by Ethan Young and Benny Wright. And guys, you're in your final season here at East Long Meadow. What are your college plans after high school?
I'm hoping to attend either UMass, North Carolina State, or Florida State. They have a great journalism opportunities, and that's what I want to do. I want to do sports journalism there and just write about their football stuff.
Good stuff, sports journalism, some ACC schools. How about you, Ethan?
I'm looking into UConn, UMass, West Point, Norwich, and UCF. And I'm hoping one of those schools has some great opportunities for mechanical engineering or aviation.
Now, what schools are you guys going to play football in college? And
well, some of the schools that I'm looking at, I may have the opportunity to play on their football teams, such as Norwich or West Point or possibly UCF. But if I went to a school such as UConn or UMass, I would think I'd rather watch the football games there.
And how about you, Benny?
Maybe I can walk on as a kicker or a punter, something on the special teams.
All right, that'll do it for today's show. Next week, I will be joined by 2 cross-country runners, junior Jack Moynihan and sophomore Abby Laughlin, and I hope to join you next time.
Carrington with another throwdown. Ariel with a 3, yes! Ariel Ward knocks it down at the buzzer!
Shot on net. In for Alyssa Balboni. East Long Meadow is your Western Mass champions.